Hello, everyone. John Charles with you and my friend
Scott.
So now we're done with my hauling. I've shown you all that. I've got boxes, I think I don't even know how many, like 12, 13 or something boxes in there that we will be taking to the post office shortly. But believe it or not, Scott has not just been sitting around while I'm doing all this hauling.
I've been buying a few things of what I collect, which includes box sets and free records that come with box sets, and found a few things for some friends to ship out, so we can go over all of what I have been buying while John has been going crazy.
And don't forget, I'll remind you again, but don't forget to check out Scott's YouTube channel, which will be linked below, also BoxSetMusicGuy. All right, so let's look at what Scott has hauled.
Okay, so one of the things I collect are records that were free with box sets when they were shipped new. And Columbia Musical Treasuries actually did many, but not all, of their box sets did have free records. This record here was shipped with this box set, Lights, Camera, Music. So I want to always try and find the freebies for Columbia to go with the box sets, as I have done with Longines. Cherish is also a freebie with one of the box sets, so I'm not sure which one. This was a Columbia Record Club. Looked really interesting. Single record, great picture. It's probably a freebie for one of the box sets. I just haven't figured out which one yet. Have to fill out the 50 Guitars of Tommy Garrett collection with Bandito. John found this one for me. This is a really unique promo, sealed. The Garabon, is that how it's pronounced?
I think.
Garabon. Tijuana Bees.
Mustard sheet. What is that?
Der Wiener Schnitzel celebrates the opening of their 200th unit. So
we ate there.
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. And this is Mark 56. It's been done for Culligan and Pepsi and Der Wiener Schnitzel and a whole bunch of others. So you can look it up on Discogs.
It's like Tijuana Brass-esque.
Yeah. The Reader's Digest single album collection continues to grow with Elvis sings inspirational favorites. More Henry Mancini. I have to have all of his stuff. Cy Zentner, the best of. This has actually been on my want list for a while. It's always great fun to find stuff on your want list when you're out looking in the wild. This is an album that I've had for a long time, but it's trashed, so it's nice to trade up. This one looks interesting. We'll have to do a needle drop on that and see if it's any good. Then I'm also a big fan of samplers. So this is is it budget label? Crown? I can't even tell what label this is. Oh, Warner Brothers sampler. You don't see that too often. And then this is a Tops budget label sampler. Beautiful colored vinyl.
I wonder what was in that X. Oh, they just wanted you to see the vinyl, maybe.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Someone put a solid paper liner in there. So these are great fun. This is a Stradivari string sampler.
This was fascinating, I have to say. A Spinorama sampler for Stradivari strings. Bizarre. With a very grandiose description of the amazing Stradivari strings. Europe's
and they have
finest.
so many selections that you needed to sample them, right?
Right.
I have a large collection of Zenith Presents albums that were probably free promos with buying record players. And this one I had the record but not the sleeve, so this is a trade up.
Ooh, look at that.
New Dimensions, immaculate condition. John found this for me. Zenith demo record. Very happy to find this one. It goes for high prices online, so it's always nice to find those in the buck bin. The Bargain Bitches buck bin. Always a fan of Francis Bay. I like comp records. This has Steve and Edie and whole slew of great people. This was on my want list to go with my other Don Swan Volume 2. More samplers. I must have gotten some things out of order. Sorry about that. This is a Silver Platter Service demo record for DJs.
Love the artwork.
That's interesting track listings. Balanced for broadcast. So these were 1964 programs for DJs to promote records. I love these crazy bloopers records, Kermit Schaefer. This is a 2-record set, volume 1 and 2. So it's got both of them. Mr. Blooper. I started collecting these because actually Longines Symphonette did one of them. Don't know why they only did one of them, but there's like 5. The Stereophonic, I love big band, so want to hear this one. Kenton's West Side Story, I like Stan Kenton and I like West Side Story, so what could be better? And then we get into the living albums. Living brass, living guitars, living strings, more living guitars, living marimbas, living strings, and then we get to the 101 strings. I have this album, but this is, I believe this was a Spanish?
Japanese, I think.
Or was it Japanese? You might be right. Yep. Japanese pressing. So it's kind of fun to sometimes find these. This was on my want list. I have a huge collection of 101 strings albums that I got sealed from a warehouse sale once. More of my 101 strings fill out. The Soul of Israel 1 and 2.
I didn't know there were so many famous Israeli songs.
Well, there are now. Richard Rogers, no wonder your arms got tired. This is hard work.
Yes.
This is very hard work. Victor Herbert, really great cover. This is the Lush string sounds.
Never too much lushness.
Never. And then we get into the Enoch Light Command and Project 3 stuff I found. Oh, that's my phone telling me someone wants to talk to me. I love the Grand Canyon Suite, so this should be good. Doc Severinsen of Genius. Ronnie Aldrich. I have a whole bunch of his stuff. Enoch Light of the movies. No One Does It Better, in my opinion, on Project 3. A couple of commands that I didn't already have. And we've all survived. This is my very first ever haul video. So, I also have an extensive Christmas music collection. So these are, of course, some records that I don't currently have.
I really like that Bobby Vinton one. I have it.
Sounds like a good one. The World Wants to Talk to Me, and I Need a Break. This one's sealed, which is interesting, from Sylvania, so it's a promo record. I like lots of various artists' records.
Yeah.
And Lee on Dot Records. That's fun. An old 80s musical comp of, I think there's a lot of music box on that one. And then one of my favorite artist combos ever, the incomparable Edie Gourmet, and Steve Lawrence. So I'm always building up on that, and these are ones that I haven't had yet, or listened to yet, so these will be joining the others. She had an amazing voice. The lady had pipes. So this is the box set selection I bought. I have so many box sets, it's hard to find something in the wild that I don't already have. So I actually have this one, but this set is sealed. And I know what a fan Rick is of what Lawrence Welk, so I bought this for him. And I'm going to send it off to him. Actually, no, I'm not, but I'm going to trade up to the sealed set. Leontine, really beautiful set, also sealed. And these have come from all the different places that John and I have been all week long. Nice Benny Goodman set, Columbia set. Boy, and I have to give Zia some credit. Their tickets actually come off okay. They're not hard to take off the records and they don't seem to damage the covers. A nice Capitol Nat King Cole set, from, I think this was a Goodwill. I'm a big Gershwin fan, so finding this deck set was a treat.
That's pretty awesome.
This is Columbia Musical Treasuries that I do already have, but the set I have is a 6 record. This is a 7 record set. I don't know why they did it differently, but they did. And then this is record 12 of the series that I have 1 through 9 already, so I'm slowly building this out. It's very similar to that Best Music series.
Family library of great
Yes.
music, so the family can sit around and listen to it.
And these would have been ones that would have been in the grocery store, like a different set a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another Columbia Musical Treasury set. I don't know if I have this with a different cover. I do have a Mathis and Conniff set, but it's different, and I haven't looked at the track list, so I guess we'll find out. All-Star Country. This is an RCA set. RCA sets are always good. Well done, well made, well pressed. I don't know what label this is. Have to look into it, but Jazz Era box set should be fun. This is another RCA set. The songs I've heard before, or I've heard that song before. So I like RCA sets. They're usually really good.
Hopefully when you play it, you're not like, what is that song?
I haven't heard that song before. What is that song? This is a Columbia Musical Treasuries Country Celebration. So I'm slowly building out my Columbia sets. I have, to my knowledge, all but one Longines Symphonette box set that they ever produced. And working on the Reader's Digest, I think I've got all but about 30 of them. And then the Columbia, about 24 more to go. So then, as I find them, these beautiful Franklin Mint sets I like to grab. There's, I think, 20 boxes in the series, and they have the most gorgeous burgundy vinyl records. If I can get it out of the box. They're just beautiful.
Wow,
Aren't those lovely?
that's pretty.
And every time I find one of these box sets, they're in amazing condition. So a little bit of jazz to listen to, and there's probably, again, another 20 in this series that I need to look for, but as a creature of completion, I'll get them eventually. And finally, the highlight of the whole trip, in my opinion, or part of it, is these 16-inch Transcription records that we found. They're a little dirty, but I think they're in really good shape. They just need a bath. And we bought some Christmas and holiday for our friend in Florida who has a blog, Ernie Not Bert, that specializes in obscure and wonderful Christmas music.
That's good.
Here, let me flip it. You want me to flip it?
No.
Got it?
If I can get my
Get your finger.
out of there.
And there was a whole slew of these wonderful Transcription records that play at, generally speaking, 16 RPM. Aren't those great? There were a bunch, 99 cents Zia, and we pulled all the Christmas ones for Ernie.
Interesting thing about most of these radio transcriptions, I used to work at a station where they played some of these old ones. The music that they have on them is not available for broadcast. They were programs and just songs that were recorded
Expressly for the radio.
just to be radio, and they were never sold as something you could buy on a record.
And many of them that were there are on red vinyl, which is interesting. It requires a special player.
Yeah.
It has to have a longer arm and a larger table and all of those things, but really great find. And now I have to figure out how to ship these to Florida without them getting damaged. So that's my catch of the season, my haul video, first ever. And if you're interested, check out my YouTube channel, BoxSetMusicGuy, or our Box Set Facebook group, BoxSet Vintage vinyl box set enthusiasts. It's kind of an odd name, but now that it's there, it's stuck. So join us. It's a lot of fun. We have a great group there.
Woo! Scott's first haul video ever. Yay!
Buy John a coffee.
Right. Buy me coffee or whatever. Subscribe if you want to see more. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out BoxSetMusicGuy on YouTube. That's Scott's channel. And we will talk to you guys later.
Until next year.
Probably be back in Hawaii. I'm gonna go to Florida, but only for like 3 days, judging some pageants. Judging Miss US International. Some pageants.
Just some old pageant.
I don't know. And then I'm going back to Honolulu. So probably the last time you'll see me on YouTube until then.
Safe travels, John.
Bye-bye.